The first half, the fact that we had too many players that were, 6 or 5 out of 10, and if you do that at this level, then you get found out. We have no divine right to beat anybody. We know that. We knew Watford was going to be a tough game. They're, like ourselves, a Premier League team last season, and for me, they've got a front four that can be one of the best in the league. So we knew it was going to be a tough game. But we had too many players playing under par in the first half. The good thing is that we changed it at half time, and I think that changed the tempo of the game and where the game was going. And I think we almost got a point out of it or a result out of it rather than it going away from us. Yeah, I mean, he won't like being waited in the wings because he wants to play, and has been an accomplished centre-back at this level for a long time and played a lot of games in the Premier League as well, so certainly a ready replacement. Well, be guided by the medical staff, the medical team, and Isaac himself. As I said before, he's an experienced player. He knows his own body. He told me he had 45 minutes in him. So he knows what he can and can't do. The big thing for the medical team is just to see how his knee has handled the load so far, and so far so good. Dimmy started training, so he's back with us now. We've got to check on his fitness levels and see where he is to decide whether he's available for selection or not. Yeah, we have. I mean, unfortunately, young Liam Gibbs had to come off. It's easy to forget he's only had one game since he was out for 38 days, I think it was. So to expect him to be up to, the levels that he was previous to that injury was probably a mistake on my part. And I'll own that, because he is one of the fittest lads we've got. But he probably felt that game came a little bit too quick after the last one. Yeah, always. We come up with a game plan for the game. We choose. I ask the coaches their opinions on teams, and then I go and make my decision on what I believe is the best team to win. And we're always self-critical. That's the only way you can improve. I think he's allowed to have an off day. If he didn't have an off day, then I don't think he would have been with us, would he? He would, be at one of the top clubs in the Premier League at the moment. So, players are allowed to have off days. We hope that they don't all come when other people around them are having off days as well. But, I think that's what all it was for him. No, the players will see how Luton play, in the analysis that we do of Luton. So they'll be more than aware of all the strengths that they have and the weaknesses. But as I've said, every game we go into, 80% is going to be about us. It has to be. The levels that we want to set, the standards that we want to play at, has to be about us. And the players know they let an opportunity slip through their fingers on Saturday. Well, you need your teammates to help you as well. And as I've said before, a lot of them were 5s and 6s. So that's not going to help Kieran at all, because people need to get the likes of Kieran, Sarge and Timu the ball, to go and provide things. He did really well for the goal, and I thought he slipped into them pockets really well at times and switched play really well. He's got a great football brain, and I thought his contribution was okay. He is doing really well, yeah. I think Stuart went to watch him on Saturday and said Plymouth were a really good team, and Barley played well in the game as well. I messaged him to say well done and to let him know that we're all watching him and happy with how he's progressing. And he sent some funny emoji that I didn't understand.